These lights are gonna be so bright that if you're in front of my bike, you are gonna get just basically disintegrated into dust. That is how bright this incinerator combo kit is. You guys, I am super excited to get this on the bike. We are going through a lot of steps to get this done and for me to document it for you guys so you know what you're getting into. As you can see, I've got the Road Glide ST partially tore down. I've got the incinerator ONX6 A10 Moto Baja Designs combo kit on the workbench ready to be assembled. By the time this video is over, you guys will know what it takes to install this on your bike, and this Baja Designs lighting system will be on my 2023 Road Glide ST. What is going on, everybody? My name is Miles. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. In this video, we will be installing the Baja Designs and A10 Moto ONX6 combo on my 2023 Road Glide ST. I'm gonna walk you through the process, show you what it's gonna take for me to get it installed on my bike so that you can be prepared if you wanna run this setup on your bike as well. First things first, go ahead, watch the other video I made about the Squadron add-on kits. So this kit's got the light bars, and then you've also got the Squadron add-ons here, which is gonna give it a lot of extra light. A lot of unnecessary light, but hey, it looks really badass. So I wanted to run the light bar kit originally, but the fact that the A10 Moto makes brackets so that you can mount these Squadrons to the bracket, the main bracket, I mean, might as well go ahead and do a full send on this lighting setup, you know what I mean? Watch the video of the Squadron add-on kit that I made not too long ago. Recently, I got the rest of the kit in the mail. As you can see here, I got the full kit here. We've got the light bars, Baja Designs stickers, all kinds of good stuff. I did one white and one amber combo, so I think I'm gonna do the amber bar at the bottom just because it just kind of seems like that would make more sense. And then, so a lot of stuff in this kit, right? We've got the light bars, we've got the mounting hardware for them, and then the most important thing about this kit, I want to say, is the actual bracket, the headlight bracket that A10 Moto makes for the Road Glide. This bracket is pretty sweet, you guys, pretty sweet. I haven't mounted anything yet to it, but as you can see, we've got this mounted, well, not mounted, but we had that set up, and then we've got the bracket right here. So this is going to take place of the stock bracket, and you're going to be able to mount these light bars from Baja Designs and the Squadron setup from Baja Designs on the bracket. The first step of this process is going to actually be just mounting the lights and getting it all set up on the bracket on your workbench. Right now, the step I'm on, I've got all the stuff from Baja Designs and A10 Moto. Let me also say that A10 Moto makes the wiring harnesses for this, so it's very easy to do. Plug and play. You've got to run one power line all the way to the battery, but other than that, everything in this kit is plug and play. Here is the main wiring harness, and here is the harness for the light bars, the ONX6 light bars, and the Squadron setup here. Now also with this kit, there is like a splitter here, a Y splitter for the Squadron add-on kit. I guess this plugs right into the accessory. Everything is plug and play, which is badass. That is awesome. Thank you, A10 Moto, for making it easy for us guys with the Harleys and everything. But yeah, that is all the lighting stuff. It's all already set up. The only thing I got to do is run it all the way to the battery eventually, and that's going to be like the third or fourth step. Really, at this point in time, guys, I just wanted to start the video. I actually have to wait for some hardware to come. I did not get the hardware to mount the Squadron bracket to the headlight bracket, so I'm going to be waiting on that. I've also kind of dip my toes into this and seeing if it's something that I want to do myself. Obviously, you're gonna have to take the fairing off. They said that there's a way to run it with zip ties underneath the tank without having to take the tank off. I'm having a little bit of difficulty with that. So if you don't know, I work at Independence Harley-Davidson in Matthews, North Carolina. And if you're looking for a Harley, come up here. If you're in the area, I'll help you out. Shout out to Independence Harley-Davidson. So I might have the tech there do this because he's probably more efficient at getting the tank off and being careful and everything. I just took everything kind of apart and was just like looking at everything, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I have the time to do this. I would rather have somebody who knows what they're doing do it. I could do this if I wanted to, honestly. It's just time, and I don't want to run into any snags and then be stuck without the bike. So I'm going to be waiting for the hardware for the bracket, and we're going to be taking this to somebody to get this buttoned up. So let's go ahead and jump to getting the hardware for the bracket.
3 days later.
Welcome back, guys. It's been a couple days. The hardware came in the mail, and we're going to build the headlamp here in a little bit. But point out a very important step of this process is to take the bike apart. I've got the Road Glide completely naked now. I've got the bags off. I've got the fairing off. I've got the headlight out, the stock headlight out of there. Not too difficult. There probably are some videos on YouTube about how to get your fairing off, how to get your headlight out. For this installation, we're gonna have to also remove the vents. So I'm kind of just diving into new territory here, having a little fun late night, summer night, tearing the bike down. The vents got to come out. I'm going to see if I can get those out, and the next step would be to assemble the headlight. So I would say first step, go ahead and tear down your bike. That is the first step of this process. Strip it down. I got to get the side covers off, get access to the battery, and get the stock fairing off, stock headlight out, and then we will assemble the headlight. Well, there you go. One air duct is out. I'll show you where the screws are for that. There's only 2 screws for the air ducts. You've got one right here, and then you've got one down here on the side right here that mounts it to this bracket right there. So that's all it is, just those 2 screws. And then the whole air duct vent right there comes out. Incredible, awesome. We're making some good progress here. All right, we've got all our hardware here. We've got the A10 Moto bracket right here. So I've got the Squadron add-ons, and you're gonna disregard the hardware that comes with it, the stainless hardware, and you're gonna use the black bracket that A10 Moto makes. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna mount the Squadrons to the bracket first, because you wouldn't be able to mount the light bar without mounting the Squadrons first to the brackets. We finally have the Squadron lights mounted to the bracket. Finally, the first thing that is mounted right here. So you're gonna mount them right there with 2 small screws on each side to the black brackets. It'll give you some crush washers and some spacers in there. And then we're gonna go here and we're gonna loosen this up and rotate it this way so that the Squadron Sport is written up top here. I've been going at this for a few hours now, and I peeked outside right here, and it is a full moon. This is that super moon they were talking about. It's a blue moon. Let's check it out. Check that out. That just pops off right there. So I'm gonna twist that way, put it back on so that it says Squadron Sport at the top. I I think I'm gonna do the white light at the top and the yellow at the bottom. I guess I can change it if I want in the future, but that's the way I'm gonna run it. All right, now we're gonna mount the light bar to the bracket. Really easy. 2 screws on each side, and you're provided with the hardware. There it is, you guys. Take a look at that. I'm gonna call it a night, and tomorrow we're gonna install it on the bike.
The next day.
We are on day 3 of filming for the Road Glide ONX6 Baja Designs installation. We've got the bike torn down. We've got the headlight built on the workbench, all ready to be assembled onto the bike. I went this morning to Home Depot and got some 48-inch giant zip ties. We're going to try to feed that through the center here and under the tank so that we don't have to remove the tank. I hope this works. I really don't want to have to remove the tank and remove the side of the chin spoilers there. We've got the bags, everything off the bike. Today is what I'm hoping is the final day of this installation. You guys watching this video, it may have gone by really quick. Hopefully this is like a 15-20 minute video. If you haven't already, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. I put out content frequently. I work at Harley-Davidson. I work in sales. I'm on the front lines. It would benefit you a lot to subscribe and like this video and watch out for future content. But yeah, I want to see how quick we can knock this out. Maybe we can knock this out in a couple hours. I mean, we are there. I did the majority of the work last night. I built the headlight, assembled it. It looks awesome, guys. It looks awesome. So now we just got to plug everything in, mount it, and run the harness to the battery. So let's get started. I was originally going to try to use these thin little zip ties to feed through there, and I was like, there's no way that's gonna work. And then I realized that they want you to use these big ones. These are 48-inch giant zip ties. It'll be easy to feed it through here. All right, a bit of an update. We tried to run the zip tie every which way possible. I don't know if it's different for the 23 Road Glide ST compared to earlier Rushmore models, but there's just no way to feed it to come through here. I mean, I could feed it up through here, but it wasn't coming out anywhere. So I went ahead and just started undoing the chin spoiler on each side. I took off the dash here. I just took off the tank bolts, and I'm having to pull the tank, which I really didn't want to do, but I guess it's good for having a little experience, I guess. But I'm really nervous. All I got to do now is unhook the quick detach for the fuel line and pull the tank off. So wish me luck. All right, tank is off, fairing is off. Damn, boy. I finally got access to this. I'm so excited. Now I can just run the line underneath here in the bird's nest straight to the battery. Damn. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to return these zip ties to Home Depot. But yeah, this is gonna be the easiest way, guys, is just take your tank off and run the line to the battery. Give you an update in a couple minutes. I was completely mistaken. I thought that I had to run this huge harness all the way down here, but A10 Moto provides you with the right harness to run down there. So apparently this whole big harness right here. Maybe that came from Baja Designs, I don't know, but that is garbage. I don't need that at all. All I need is the harness that came from A10 Moto with the red and black right here. This kind of sucks because one, I've got to crimp them and you know, make them myself right here to the battery, which kind of sucks. Luckily I have the tool to do that, but I was under the impression it was plug and play. So word to the wise, be prepared to do some crimping. But I do have it routed right through here, right through the bird's nest. This is basically the central nervous system of the bike. I've got the bike completely dissected. It's a good time to wipe off your rocker boxes, wipe down anything that you don't have access to normally when the bike is all together. At this point, I mean, I've got the bike just completely apart. I've just got to crimp this, connect it to the battery, plug it up, and put everything together. So there's only one harness you use. It's right here and comes out in the front. We've got all these doodads here. We got an accessory plug, 2 plugs there, 1 plug for the main harness. So I'm gonna get to crimping. Oh boy, what a fun ride this has been. We've got the harness running down the central nervous system here, crimped and connected to the battery. Now when we come up to the front, we've got basically 5 harnesses here. Okay, so you've got the main big one that's going to connect right to your stock headlight, and then we've got a Y splitter connected to the accessory, and that's going to split off into 2, and then we've got 2 other big ones here. So the one main one goes to the main wiring harness, plug that in, and then we've got 4 left. Come over to our headlight. We've got the 2 big ones for the light bars and the 2 ones for the Squadron. So next step is going to be plugging all these in and mounting them to the bike, and we're going to turn it on and we're going to see, we're going to hope and pray that this thing turns on, and then we're going to put the bike back together and cross our fingers that we did everything right.
Okay, ready?
Really?
1, 2, 3, go.
God almighty, that is bright.
I feel like a lightning bolt hit the tip of my penis. Yeah.
Damn. Install is done. I just want to kind of give you an overview of my thoughts and opinions about installing this. You know, if you have some skill or some know-how, or you're not afraid to dive in, then go for it. It took me a lot longer than I wanted it to, just because I didn't know what I was doing. There was no instructions. So, you know, I had to take it step by step. But for somebody who knows what they're doing, how to get the fairing off, the tank off, all that stuff, I can see how it would be a quick process for you. After I figured everything out, I mean, it is pretty simple. You know, take everything apart, take the harness, run it to the battery, put everything back together. So, but I kind of just had to tiptoe through this because I didn't know what I was doing. And hopefully this helped some of you guys out. A10 Moto, great stuff, great bracket, great wiring harness. They make it really easy to install this. I would definitely recommend A10 Moto for any lighting accessories. Baja Designs, badass. So like I said, if you're not scared to dive into it, do it. If you know what you're doing, this could probably take you 2 hours. if you knew what you're doing. It did take a while to mount the bracket together, put the bracket together and everything. Overall, if just your average Joe, if you're gonna do this job, I would say you're gonna need at least 4 or 5 hours of free time to do this. So that's just my 2 cents right there. And I mean, don't be scared, you know, don't be scared. I was scared. And I managed to pull it off, but I had the tools. I had some, you know, mechanical skills that I have. And it took me, you know, 3 days to kind of properly piece it together. I would recommend, if you have a 23 Road Glide ST, not to do the zip tie thing. Just take the tank off, run it to the battery, and that's about it. We've got the bike mostly pieced back together. Got to make sure everything's kind of snug and tight. I've wiped it down, got to get the saddlebags on. But there it is, guys. I mean, it looks amazing. It looks amazing. The lights aren't even on, but it just looks badass. So you guys go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned because I'm going to be doing another video about these, a review on them. But that's going to wrap it up for this install video. I hope this helped you out in some way or the other. I hope it gave you some insight. And we're going to pull the bike outside and take one last close look at it. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Miles. Ride fast, take chances. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.